You could have just hit the 0. You would have been fine, but that's okay. I'll let it go this time. Oh boy, G.
All right, let's go to round number 1. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, everybody.
Wow.
Just wanted to mix it up a little bit, right?
Yeah.
The shortest intro you've ever heard of Best of 5. No, not really.
I am so phlegmy.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Best of 5 featuring your boy. Jesus, I said it so weird saying that. Your boy
What's
G.
up, your boy Chris sitting over here?
Whoa. You went really Brooklyn with that for some random reason.
Yeah, dude, my voice is still kind of shitty.
Why is that?
Because we went to Telluride and screamed at Tenacious D for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
And it was awesome.
Chris almost killed a guy.
Nah, he almost died on his own accord. That's the true story. That's not even.
Hey,
not even
if you guys want to hear about the story, check out our DVD extras. We'll tell you all about it. It was such a fun trip.
This is coming out
Yeah, this is coming out
July 4th.
soon.
This is July 4th episode.
Is that a July 4th episode?
This is day after July 4th. This is going to be July 6th.
7th.
Or yeah, July 4th, Monday.
5th,
Yeah,
6th.
6th.
Yeah.
Look at me. I was right
Math.
the first time.
Well, happy 4th of July to those patriots.
I hope you guys
Americans.
celebrated safely and didn't do too many shenanigans.
And hopefully you didn't start any forest fires.
And
or
you
any
have all your
wildfires.
fingers, Alan.
Bruh. Dang.
Well, he cut off his fingers, so
I
he doesn't
know.
have all his fingers.
Wait, so it's actually completely gone?
No? I mean, the tip's gone.
No. Like
Yeah,
these? Like,
I mean,
like mine?
Yeah, a
Kinda
little
looks
bit.
like mine?
Yeah, a
Alright,
little bit.
That's neat. Well, we won't get you guys waiting. Let's get this one started. And
Dude, what if Alan blows his hand off on the 4th of July now?
that's going to be your fault.
So we're recording this, 3 weeks early?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Literally, yeah. Actually, 2 weeks early.
So if he blows off his finger now, I'm a piece of shit.
You're a piece. Well, regardless, you still are. So, moving on to the first subject.
Oops.
Yeah.
Round 1.
All right. So this first subject is going to be
What is the first subject?
first world pet peeves.
What does that mean, G? Because I'm confused when I wrote this down and put it in the hat.
It's like first world problems, but what are pet peeves that kind of go with? So yeah, just
Oh,
first
that's
world
in your
problems and things.
shirt.
Yeah, just first world problems.
Hold on. He has some shit in him. There you go. Got to get that off. Got to make my boy look
Like, what are
good.
some things that we complain about that's just kind of like no other, like, I guess no other, there's probably other nations that can complain about
Not
it,
having air conditioning and a 90-degree day.
but- Dude, that's for real. Like right now, we're actually recording, and right now it's
Yeah, what is it? Like
it's
80? Yeah, it was like 80 something.
degrees outside right now, and Chris's
It's about
shitty room.
90 degrees inside right now.
Chris's shitty room doesn't have any air conditioning, so we're like literally. If you're watching the video, we're glistening right now.
Yeah, you might be able to hear our fan in the background.
Oh, it actually
but
feels really good because
it
it's
has-
facing just me.
Yeah, it has lights though, so it's cool.
So yes, there's that's definitely one of those things that we complain about way too much.
Yeah, or like when the tap water tastes bad.
That's
like-
that's
you're like,
definitely a Greeley
"Ooh,
thing.
ooh, this
But also,
is
yeah,
gross."
it's definitely very first world thing.
How is it a Greeley thing?
Because Greeley has the best water in the U.S., dude.
In like 1940,
No, like this was literally like 2 years ago.
it was like
we
2014.
we own
It
like,
was a long ass time ago.
we own
already.
so much of like reservoirs in the mountains and shit that we just get like snow water, and that's why it's like the best.
Yeah, I guess it still gets filtered and shit.
And it's like that's neat. There's some fucking places like elsewhere that don't have water at all. So that's nice that we're complaining about how it tastes.
Well, did you see that Nebraska is going to start digging a trench in Colorado to divert river water to Nebraska?
Really?
Yeah, it's some like 1800s like treaty that they're going to well, you're taking all the water. I'm like, yeah, you have like 50 people that live there. I don't know what to tell you.
They also have a lot of farmland though, so that makes sense.
I mean, yeah.
I like how
so
we
does Colorado.
always forget like that farms need water.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
So yeah, I would say that definitely having like the number one pet peeve I think is definitely people buying water.
Oh, yeah, like the bottled water.
Yeah, and they're just like, well, this one has more electrolytes. It's like, well, just drink it and you'll be fine.
Yeah, for real. And like it's kind of funny like the expensive water that's like zero everything is actually worse for you than just drinking tap water with minerals and shit in it because
With
you're
fluorine.
supposed to drink mineral water. Like you're supposed to. That's how we get most of our minerals.
I think one of my biggest pet peeves is what we complain about in political views sometimes.
Yeah.
It's so minute, and you're just like, dude, like fucking A. I don't know. Just there's just like a lot of shit out there that's very much like you guys are worried about that right now.
For real. For real.
First world problem is mass shootings definitely, and by first world it's just our world. I
yeah,
guess,
it's just
apparently.
the U.S. problem.
That's definitely let's have.
So wait, you're saying you can't complain about that? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying you absolutely like the fact that like we have that as a problem is like a pet peeve to me.
Oh, because it is a problem. It's a problem.
Yeah,
I can see that.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Is that too deep?
I guess. I mean,
now I'm asking you. You can say yes or no.
Yeah, but you have to assume that I actually like listen and take what you say at value.
How much we complain about sports or concerts?
Like what do you mean?
Like, oh, they're too expensive. It's like, well,
yeah. I mean, okay. Firstly, concerts aren't expensive at all. It's those fuckers at like Ticketmaster that make concerts
Live
expensive.
Nation can go suck it.
So the concert itself is not expensive. Like if you buy directly from the venue, it's like $40. But if you buy like online third party, it's like $190.
What's funny because I was reading Trevor Noah's book and he was talking about how he started a business like burning CDs, and so he would get like Kazam and like LimeWire and things like that, and like that itself right there was their entertainment. Like they probably never imagined to ever go to like an actual live concert. That's kind of what I meant.
But yeah, that's also illegal. So, there's that issue.
Yeah, no,
off the bat.
But I mean, I don't know. It's so stupid.
Yeah.
Sometimes first world stuff is stupid. But granted, I mean, like, I'm making it seem as if like I want to go and like not live in this world, like in this. You know what I mean?
You know what my fucking like biggest problem is, and I guess this is probably because I've worked in restaurants forever. But when like,
I know already. Yes.
Yeah, when people
Preach, baby.
order steak or something like that, and they're like, "All right, I want my steak medium." You're like, "Okay, cool." I don't know if you guys know this, but medium is a very specific temperature. It's not necessarily how it looks. A medium cooked steak is 135 degrees, right? That's a medium steak. That's why they say, "What temperature would you like?"
Is that why they changed it to some pink or no pink?
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, they literally say, "What temperature would you like?" Because it's not what it looks like. It's literally what the internal temperature is. And you cook a steak perfectly medium, and you send it out. They're like, "Oh, this is medium rare," and like they cut into it. I'm like, "No, that's a fucking meat. That's what a medium steak looks like."
Yeah.
You were thinking of a medium steak as like a medium well steak, and a medium well steak is like a slightly less well steak.
Which is not a way, never a way to eat.
But it's like, firstly, you're already going out and paying someone to make your food for you. So it's like, come on, man, how much can you bitch? Like, you're too lazy to cook your own steak.
That's probably one of the biggest pet peeves I have when it comes to like first world things is that idea that just the entitlement that we have sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Especially with restaurants or like eating at like places like that.
Dude, after COVID, I was like, hey, man, working in restaurants is going to get so much better. Everyone's going to realize that, hey, restaurants saved my life. Like DoorDash, when they couldn't get out to go do something, restaurants were delivering. And I was like, okay, they're going to finally appreciate restaurant workers and not treat them like pieces of shit scumbags. Nope, I was wrong. They treat them worse.
For real.
They treat them way fucking worse.
For real.
It's like, well, there's 100 jobs available. Why do you choose this one? And it's like, well, because you're dumbass.
I fucking hate that argument sometimes,
like,
man.
Your dumbass is giving me $100 on this fucking bill because you have a party over 6 and you're spending $300. So I get auto-graded, bro.
My favorite was working downtown and then being like, "You're kicking me out, bro." I'm like, "Yeah, man, I just had too much to drink. I'm sorry." He's like, "Well, fuck you, man. I make way more money than you will ever make in your fucking entire, this year or whatever." I'm just like, "Cool, man." And I'm the guy who's poor kicking you out. So how do you feel about that?
Yeah,
and
I'm the poor person kicking you out.
And so, yeah, I would say, I think service industry, we're very spoiled with that. But in return, it's just we fuck over people who work in the service industry a lot.
100%. And with that being said, I'm going to flip the script and say fuck delivery services because they ruined restaurants.
Tell me more.
Yeah, man. It's just, so delivery driving used to be an art. It used to be a skill that you have to acquire. Now any Joe Schmo can do it, and they do it very poorly, expecting 20%.
First world pet peeve is we've gotten lazier.
Yeah. Also, fun fact on delivery, if you guys didn't know this, before third-party delivery started happening, 10% was the standard for delivery drivers. Not fucking 20, not 25, not 30%. And these fucking delivery drivers are asking for $10 on an $8 order. I'm like, the fuck, man? You're lucky if you get like $1.
Yeah, for real. I mean, that's time. That's also time. But I think it's, kind of going through that is that there is absolutely a choice to choose these jobs. But sometimes sometimes it doesn't seem like it is, right? Like I'm only saying this because when I was living in Denver, I felt like that was the best way I can make money. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, this is fucking stupid. And then I stopped doing it.
Well, see, I think also there's enough service industry people around that tip enough to make up for shitty not service industry people.
Dude, I tip sometimes. I overly tip sometimes.
Yeah, like there's times where like I make tips and those tips go to other tips, you know?
Yeah. Well, like when we were in the mountains, you're like, you're giving her that much? I was like, yeah, man, she was pretty cool. You're like, okay. That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, that was a different story.
I was also pretty drunk.
You tipped like 100%, and I'm just like, all right, man, whatever.
Yeah, sometimes. I mean, honestly, for me, like, there's times where I do that where I'm like, oh, I got 2 drinks, I'm playing a show, and like this lady was really like, she was actually trying to help me like while playing my set. Yeah, here's 100% tip and then some.
Yeah,
I appreciate that. And honestly, because I've been there and I've worked that. I just want some people to know, like, yeah, good job, like you got this.
Mm-hmm.
All right, moving on to the second subject. Let us know your first world pet peeves or first world problems that are just annoy the shit out of you, because there's so many that we didn't get to.
Are there though?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. But we'll wait for the comment section.
We didn't even talk about driving.
Oh, don't get me started. Anyways, moving on.
Moving on.
Round 2.
All right, Chris, what's the second subject?
The second subject on this wonderful 4th of July. Does that mean time?
No, that means...
No. On this wonderful post 4th of July episode. Sure.
It's not as high.
The next topic.
What's the next topic?
Is music genetic?
Is music genetic? Do you remember who wrote this?
I think it was an argument that we had while we were
drunk.
Probably. So the whole concept.
I shouldn't even have to finish that. You guys should know by now.
The whole concept was, hey, like your parents play music, therefore you were just born to play music. And I'm like, I don't know, man.
I disagree with that.
Yeah, then why'd you say it?
I didn't say it.
I'm pretty sure you said that.
I would not say something like that.
I don't know about that.
I think what I was saying is that you have a better chance of being a better musician if you grew up around it. I think that's what I'm trying to say.
Well, you didn't say it that way.
Well, I just said it that way, so I'm sticking to it.
All right, next round then.
Moving on.
Yeah, so...
Fuck the 6 minutes, or the 6 minutes that we have left.
But yeah, I don't know. It's just like a high probability that if one or more of your parents are musicians, then you will become a musician.
I guess I've always wondered if my parents were musicians, if my career would be a lot further along.
Probably not.
Maybe.
Because both my parents were. And look where I'm at, sitting next to this piece of shit.
Oh, God. Hold on. Keep on talking.
I don't want him now.
I have like an itch in my nose. Holy shit. That was weird. It felt like a bug. And my nose is really red now. It's great.
And we're back.
Oh, God.
Wait.
I don't want to pick my nose on camera because that's what I feel like I need to do. Stand by.
I'll pause. You want to go blow your nose?
Yeah. God, that sucked. It felt like a bug just crawled up my nose. That was weird. Dude, it's so much cooler in here, out here.
Well, it is now because we have all the lights on. What?
Thanks, Morgan. I needed that. What's that with a mask? It's just like blackface. Wait, Morgan, are you going blackface right now?
No, put a face mask.
Come show your dad real quick.
Oh, I know what she's doing.
Taking it off.
I know what she's doing.
She walks over just like...
That sounds weird when you shut the door.
Yeah, just the air pressure. She's walking over just like... I just start laughing. That was weird. Holy shit. What were we talking about?
Higher probability of your parents being musicians, and you become a musician. Then you're like, if my parents were musicians.
Cool. And we're back. Sorry, I almost died there. It was great.
Yeah, we had to surgically remove G's nose and put on a new one.
It's bigger somehow.
Anyway, what we were saying.
Yeah, I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry.
So you're saying, do you think if your parents were musicians, you'd be further along or better or something? You never really finished that thought because I interrupted you.
I interrupted myself, really. I would, no, honestly, like I think about it a lot. Obviously, there's nothing I can do about it now, but I know a lot of friends and musicians who have grown up with that, and the way I see their talent is way bigger than what mine is.
Okay.
Like, for example, like with you growing up with parents, and that might have helped you influence more, just learning more about music theory. Therefore, you know it better than I do.
Yeah. But that was also choice.
I think for me,
and see, I guess this is where, like, I think this was the point of it, actually. Now that I'm starting to remember it, I think our conversation was, you know, if we're like parents or musicians, we would be better musicians. And I was like, no, I disagree, because you're saying, oh, well, you know this and you know that more than I do because your parents are musicians. Where I'm saying that's not true because I put in a lot of time and effort to learn those things that my parents had nothing to do with.
But it's just something as simple as learning an instrument, being encouraged to learn an instrument by your parents. Like I'm sure if you were like, hey, I want to play bass, your parents were like, cool.
No.
Well, maybe okay. I guess
I had to learn guitar. Like literally, the conversation was you have to learn how to play guitar first.
Yeah.
And then you can play bass.
Yeah. But that itself is still beneficial than just me being like, Mom, can I play soccer? No. Well, I got this small guitar. Do you mind if I play with the church choir? And they're like, oh, yeah.
It's church. It's cool.
Yeah. I mean, I'm thankful for it, but God, I'm so glad I'm not around that anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I can't. I got PTSD doing that right now.
Triggered yourself.
Yeah, because it was literally just going to A to E. And just like, it didn't really help me with. Yeah, like it was a good starting point, but it started moving on. But no. You see a lot of like extremely talented, like famous musicians who just come from a musical background that has to help. That there's no way it doesn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but on the inverse, there's a bunch of famous musicians that got told to fuck off by their parents learning to play music.
No, you're right.
Too.
No, you're absolutely right. But at the same time, there's that mindset or that idea that, let's say you were with like a family band, right? Or you're like with like Michael Jackson, for example. I think is like the greatest example for that. You think he would be as talented if it wasn't for his dad maybe pushing. I guess his dad wasn't really music. He was more of a businessman, but pushing for that music, like that, to grasp to that music aspect of things or the entertainment aspect of things.
No. I think the only reason nope, you're done.
No, I was fixing it.
Nope, you're done. You're done. Here, play with this pen.
I got one. I got one.
Okay. But he did it like that. I would say that's a terrible example because he did it so toxic. Yeah, like, that was the worst possible example you could use. But yeah, I think
Justin Timberlake.
Sure. But I think like if they just got nudged in the direction, then yes, if they enjoyed it, then they would have kept doing it. I don't think he would have been famous as a fucking child, but I think eventually he would have.
I just feel
had
like
so much talent that he would have been famous.
And this is just hypothetical because obviously I'm older now, but it would be cool to just be around that as much as possible, growing up.
Yeah. Or you could absolutely hated it. Like it's literally one of those things. If your parents do something, you will either love it and grasp onto it, or you will absolutely hate it.
Like I would love to, like, if I ever have kids, I don't think I ever will though, but if I ever have kids, that idea of maybe like playing songs with like in front of them, or like like having music just literally be like around them all the time, that will either make them do it or not. I mean, I'm not going to force my kids to learn something that they don't want to learn. Mm-hmm. But it'd be nice to be like, hey, like grab the guitar, let's jam out for a little bit. Like that. I think that itself, like those like moments of just being like, oh, this is what music is to my family. We can make it a thing. I think for me, when it comes down to why I play the way I do, is because my dad was a DJ. So I think being around that, like, oh, this is how you fade in and fade out. Like those were like the one things like musically I had in my house. So I guess I had some type of musical background, but not necessarily like the theory of it. It was more
and like with my kid, like I asked, I was like, hey, do you want to do this? She's like, yeah. I'm like, all right. So then she did it.
I don't have kids, so I can't really say how it goes, but I would imagine that if you have your kids around music enough, that they'll appreciate it more and maybe become better musicians than you.
Yeah, and it sucks though. She hates music now, not because of me, but because she's had a really bad teacher for 2 years. Yeah, so maybe she'll get reignited because I'm pretty sure that teacher got fired. So there's that.
I guess it's just like more of like a wishful thinking aspect on my end, because I really feel like I could be in a better place because I knew I've always liked music. And it wasn't until I was 18 that I really knew that I really wanted to do that. But it would have been nice to like know how to play like solo or like lead and like use that with like Benpoo. Benpoo's a great example of that. Mm-hmm. Both of his parents were really musically inclined. His dad was a classical guitarist, and this is what he turned out to be. Like he actually took that dream and made it something else. So maybe not genetic, but I think you can inherit it. And I'm not going to say it's easier or harder if you don't have that, but it's a good head start if you're like, oh, here, play, here, learn how to play the piano when you're 8 years old.
I definitely don't think it's a head start.
I mean, if you learn how to play the piano when you're 8, that's a head start for sure.
I mean, that's when you're supposed to learn how to play the piano.
We'll see, but I didn't have that, and my parents were going to encourage that.
Yeah, I didn't have. I have had a piano in my house my entire time or my entire life, I have no idea how to play the piano
because you suck.
Yep,
and that's time.
I can play piano better than you.
Bet.
All right,
bet. You want to do a?
Let's do it right now. There's a piano downstairs.
Create balls of fire.
There's a piano downstairs. Let's fucking go. We'll reenact.
Create balls of fire. I'll be the little kid on top of the piano, and
you'll be Goose. No, I'll be Goose. You'll be.
We'll have Morgan.
What's his fucking name in that movie?
Rooster.
Yeah, you'll be Rooster.
And then we'll have Morgan be Maverick.
Deal.
No, Rabbit be Maverick.
Moving on.
Round 3.
All right, Chris. What's the third subject?
You just pulled it.
That's right.
I read the last one.
Songs you love to hate. That's the subject.
Okay. Then why did you ask me if you pulled it and read it?
Because it's fun to fuck with you, man.
I disagree.
So these are the songs that like I passionately hate. So I love hating them. That's how much, it's passion. That's what it is. So I'm going to start off right away.
Can we switch it slightly? Not songs that you love, but songs that people love to hate?
No, because there are songs that I hate that I love that I hate them.
Okay.
First and foremost, Wonderwall. Absolutely.
Oh,
I know we talked about Oasis a couple episodes ago,
that song.
But
we've probably talked about Oasis in like 5 to 7 episodes.
For me, it's just kind of like if you're going into, and this is because of open mics, just wholeheartedly because of open mics. If you're gonna go into this like into an open mic and just be like, all right, here's Wonderwall.
Yeah.
And, like it's kind of like cool, but you have way more work to do if you're putting that in your repertoire. Mm-hmm. Because it's such an easy song to do, then it's just kind of like Smoke on the Water.
It's an easy song to do. Actually, Smoke on the Water is really hard if you get past the intro.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's like learning Smoke on the Water, then going to an open mic and just doing the Smoke on the Water intro.
Yeah. But like doing Wonderwall correctly is so hard, but nobody does it correctly.
Yeah, they just play the sus.
Yeah.
The sus sevens.
Yeah. The G sus.
Yes.
Isn't it a G sus?
I think it is.
I think it is a G sus. Anyway.
Here's Wonderwall.
Here's Wonderwall.
All right, your turn. Go.
But yeah, no, going back, but what you're saying, like, yeah, open mic, there's so many songs
were
ruined because of that. Like, I fucking hate Wagon Wheel now.
Yeah.
Like, I thought that song was like, oh shit, yeah, this song's sick. And then I heard every single fucking person play it.
I still play it.
If there were a hint of country, if the person was like a partial cowboy, like just, wear boots, maybe wear a little hat, maybe a big belt buckle, I don't know. They knew how to play Wagon Wheel for whatever goddamn reason.
I still
and
play it.
It was so fucking bad.
I only play when people request it, though. I'm like, all right, cool. Yeah, whatever. It's not that hard of a song. I could do it with my eyes closed.
Yeah.
Living on a Prayer. I blame that one solely on hosting karaoke.
Oh, yeah. I could see that being awful.
Like, and then this is the problem about me being a karaoke host is that my expectations are way higher. It's like, choose a challenging thing. Even if you suck at it, just like try. Mm-hmm. And then everyone's like, "Oh my god, can you do tequila?" And I'm like, "No, bitch, like fucking try it." Like,
yeah,
like just try to be better.
Well, I can tell you, tequila's ruined for me by one very specific band.
Oh yeah, no, I totally took that and I turned it around. I was like, I'm gonna make this funny. Like, this is amazing, right? Like, I was like, I'm gonna be the karaoke machine, and you guys be that.
It's ruined. Whiskey.
Yeah, Living on a Prayer is one of those as well. That I'm just kind of like. Okay, it's not a good song either.
Yeah, dude,
But Bon Jovi just sucks in general.
Yeah,
so
I really hate. God damn it! Now I can't remember what it's called, but it's that one by the country artist where she like sings about like fucking up this dude's truck.
Oh, Carrie Underwood's before he cheats.
Yes, thank you. I was like singing it in my head to try and.
Yeah, we actually harmonized there. That was neat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That song is absolutely ruined for me because that's like literally.
They also played it a lot when we were younger.
Yeah, every like drunk girl like #1 song to like scream.
Yeah, and
like they literally like that song pops on like whatever bar they're at. They don't just go like casually sing it. They freaking yell that song at the top of their lungs.
We should just rephrase it as karaoke songs you just hate to hear.
I guess.
Right.
But see, it's not even karaoke songs like
because we have open mics and just
open cast. Jesus,
what?
I was mixing open mic and Outcast.
Oh,
Outcast. Hey ya. That song's fucking ruined because of drunk people. That has nothing to do with karaoke.
Why is that ruined because of drunk people?
Because they just like scream it, dude.
It's a really sad song too.
Yeah, it is.
Sad, sad song. Any song that's by Chicago that has that stupid singer that I can't stand. He has like a really annoying voice that he sings that, "Hold me now. I really want to tell you I'm sorry."
I literally only know one Chicago song on my brain. Like
Yeah,
that's all. I only know the da-na-na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na,
it's a good one too.
da-na-na-na-na,
See, that's before that another singer too.
da-na-na-na-na-na-na.
No, this one's after all that we've been through. Whoever
Yeah,
sings that fucking song, I can't stand his voice.
I only know
so.
the one Chicago song.
Yeah, Chicago can suck it too. After like Chicago 3, I think they just went to shit. Africa by Toto, I don't really like anymore because that also got ruined because everyone did a cover of it, including myself.
Yeah.
And just because it's like that's always a go-to. I think for me,
That's not even the best song from that fucking band.
Hold the Line.
Yeah, Hold the Line is so much
Rosanna
better.
is so much better too.
Man. That song turned into that Rick Astley song.
Yeah.
It just became a meme for whatever fucking reason. I don't even remember why it was memed, but it was memed and the fucking song was ruined.
If you're watching this and you're like, "Gee, you play some of this shit," yes, I know, I understand that.
Yeah.
But I've taken my hatred aside for your entertainment, so you're welcome.
Again, drunk people.
Dude, Sweet Caroline, like I hate that song.
I love that
I've
song.
hated it. But then like I started during the pandemic, I started playing it and I was like, oh, this brings people out like to like have a moment. But I always make it a point to play as the last song because I'm just like, yeah, this is it. Like they're done.
You get this one.
Yeah, you get this one. What else is there that I just can't stand? I didn't like Truth Hurts by Lizzo. I still don't like it actually. And it's not because it's a bad song. It's actually a pretty dope song, but radio ruins songs because they play them too fucking
Lizzo
much,
was
man.
ruined because of radio. Like I don't mess with Lizzo at all because the one song was so
It's like Adele.
ruined. Yeah, Adele was ruined.
I can't stand Adele, but like her first shit's really good, and then like,
Man, someone tried to argue with me that Adele's new album was cool. I'm like, no, man.
is she singing about how sad she is?
Yeah, it's like,
still?
dude, she's like
It's
30.
Sam Smith.
She's like 30 and still singing about how sad she was, man. How can you still have angst left? Like, you're out of that teenage phase. Let's how much angst do you have left in you? Let's fucking go.
Kind of the same reason why the My Pillow guy's famous. You just play to your crowd, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, man.
Damn, I just took that way different perspective. But no, I mean like,
He's super sad right now, but I'll
yeah,
tell you
he
later.
is. It's fucking great.
Yeah, we'll
It's
talk about
amazing.
it
But yeah, okay. So let's say, yeah, I think any Adele song, like the first like year, I hate it.
Yeah.
And then I'll give like a listen like afterwards, like all right, it's not that bad. But
Dude, like
any Ricky Martin, I can't stand. Even La Vida Loca, I've never liked
I
it.
can still fuck with that. But like bands that I really like that songs are ruined, like the Red Hot Chili Peppers, I will refuse to listen to Californication.
Like the album or the song?
The song. Like,
Yeah,
that
that's
song
fair.
is so overplayed.
Pumped
And-
Up Kicks was one for me too.
Oh yeah, Pumped Up Kicks is so shitty too.
I don't like the fact that it became popular for what it was trying to do. That was time, by the way, but yeah, we can keep on going on this for sure.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Pumped Up Kicks for me was kind of like,
Because we hate everything.
no, Chris hates everything.
G hates more than I hate. He just won't admit it on camera.
I just hate more of like the spectrum of hate is we meet in the middle. So you hate specific things and I hate specific things, but we capture everything in there.
No, he definitely hates more than I
This is
do.
a multiverse of hateness is what we do. So let us know what songs you guys just love to hate as well, because there's plenty out there. There really is. Any Tom Jones for the most part, unless it's not unusual. That's my favorite one.
That's the only song I know.
He does One See Pussycat.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that song. I hate that
And
song.
She's a Lady. He does that one too. She's a lady. Whoa, whoa, whoa. She's a. How do I know all these songs and you don't?
Moving on.
Moving on. I'm sad.
Round 4.
All right, Chris. What's the next subject?
Is that 4?
I think that was 4.
Inventions.
Oh shit. How about an invention that just like.
You know what's a sick invention?
It's like a notepad in your mind when it comes to things like this.
You know what's a sick invention? Air conditioning.
Okay, so that's where I was going to go with it, actually. What I was going to go with is an air conditioner that doesn't make noise.
Oh, like a breathless air conditioner.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
How though? Like, because so the only reason air conditioners really make noise is because it's pushing air,
What we could have
and
is...
it's more that you hear the air moving more so than the thing pushing the air.
I don't know. I just wanted to be invented. I'm just trying to think of things that will change my world right now.
Oh, this is things that we want invented? I thought it was
Yeah.
things that are already invented.
Oh, no, I'm talking about like
it
things
just
that we
says
invented.
inventions, so you
Yeah.
know what's a good invention? Energy drink.
And energy drinks. I guess we can split this into 2 categories of like your favorite inventions that have like
Oh,
you're
no,
like,
I
oh, this is kind of cool, or
I dripped on my ballot.
as to like inventions that you kind of want to see made.
Yeah, okay.
So inventions that were cool, the light. I mean electricity's always been around, but we finally figured it out. Like,
Figured out how to harness the power.
The power of the sun.
Yeah.
Isn't it weird that we're just all like just electricity?
Not really.
Yeah.
Like, I guess it is. Like,
I mean,
if
you have to get
think
shocked
back in the day.
You have to like get like jumped if your heart stops.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, light. Obviously, I think refrigeration. I've always wondered how that actually became a thing.
If your heart stops, they don't actually jump you. It's if your heart is beating irregularly, then they stop your heart with electricity. That's a misnomer.
Anyways,
fact. How to get your heart beating.
The invention of
CPR.
refrigeration.
I think that...
Or ice making. Like,
I think that saved a
crazy.
lot of people from dying. Think about that, though. Like, it's not necessarily the invention of refrigeration. It's the cause and effect of inventing refrigeration.
Mm-hmm.
It stopped, like, food from spoiling, therefore stopped people from eating spoiled food, therefore stopped people from dying. Yeah. Like, that's fucking wild, dude.
Well, it's funny because wasn't it more of like back in the day they would grab like ice, like parts like of an iceberg and just like travel with it to like God knows where.
Sure. I have no idea. This is your story.
It's like a whole thing. Like you build like a train thing that's like just like holding ice. So then you just take it to Texas and be like, we have ice now. Meh.
Yeah, maybe.
Imagine getting paid like $10,000 in like old people money.
Just to bring ice?
Yeah.
That'd be fucking nuts. Dude.
Yeah. You know, you're just like carrying ice. Reach for the skies. Like, I just have ice.
Yeah, right.
Is that what they call ice? Ice?
I mean,
like the immigration, not the.
Oh no.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
That's an acronym.
The automobile. I mean,
yeah, I think honestly, they should have waited on the automobile.
Okay, so
I think they rushed the automobile a little bit because there's zero reason that the automobile still needs a combustion engine.
Can you just picture this? Just be like, I have this automobile, and this guy's like, the fuck are you gonna use that for, man?
Yeah.
So what's not a horse? Well, yeah, man, but it goes slower than a horse. So
yeah, right.
I can imagine we should make skits about like all these inventions and people just like
when they were invented, there's like the fuck.
This is a toothbrush.
Like like
what's wrong with
that old saying, like best invention since sliced bread. Like the first person to like slice bread and prepackage it. It's like, the fuck is this? He's like, oh, it's sliced bread, and it's like, how do you eat your bread? Like this. And it's just a bread chunk. He just rips it off and it's like,
yes.
Like just people talking so much shit on these inventions.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. What else has been good? I mean, the computer, obviously. That's an.
I mean, that's how we're fucking doing this. Dude, everything that we have right now
has a computer in it.
Well, it's not even a computer in it. It's like everything that we're working on right now. Go back like 10, 15 years. None of this shit would have been like theoretically possible.
Right.
Like, like our interface existed to an extent, but how much more shit that you had to do to get
it was.
Yeah. Just like, wow, dude, this is fucking insane.
It's fucking crazy. We live in such a good time, you guys.
Like how in our lifetime we went from 720 to 8K.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think
that was like 10 years.
Yeah.
That was fucking 10 years, dude.
Nerdy stuff.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to things we want invented.
A noiseless air conditioner.
Yes, a noiseless air conditioner.
You know what's funny?
A hangover pill that actually like gets rid of your hangover within like 5 minutes.
It's just called IV, bro. But like they've invented things because those things don't exist. So like, for example, like the noiseless air conditioner doesn't exist. So they've invented like gates and all this kind of stuff to like cancel out the hum in the background.
Hover cars, man. I want to see hover cars.
I don't want to see cars anymore. I'm kind of over cars. I just want fucking like everybody flies.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
But flying also. I mean, I guess if you
a pneumatic tube system for people.
Fuck.
Like Futurama.
Yeah. Teleportation.
Ooh, teleportation would be sick. Like if you wake up late for work, it takes you like 20 seconds to get there.
Yeah. That'd be fucking awesome. Or you're just like, I'm gonna go on vacation
then
today.
You can work. Yeah,
it's gonna cost you $200 teleportation dollars.
Yeah, then you can like literally work anywhere.
A contact that is just like a computer. I'm excited for that.
Didn't like Google try to do that?
Well, the Google glasses.
Well, like they wanted to do like Google glasses, but they wanted to like shrink it into a contact, and then the Google glasses. Wow, I'm not even drinking.
The Google glasses.
Yeah, the Google glasses. Like failed so hard they just completely scrapped the idea.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, like having a fucking heads-up display like in your eye. That'd be
it looks
wild.
like Call of Duty. That'd be stupid.
Yeah.
But also that probably is too overstimulating too.
Just think, Google Maps, but like you can see it.
A scuba suit that just like regenerates oxygen instead of having like an oxygen tank.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think they have those.
Maybe. I don't know.
I think they literally have oxygen. They like literally create oxygen from water.
See, that'd be dope.
But I mean, I think it's like giant, but I don't know. I might have to Google that. I might be full of shit. I'm pretty sure it exists though. I think they use it for space.
A video
I'm
game?
pretty sure they use it for space.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
It's
know.
not portable. I can't use it.
It's portable because they put it on a rocket ship.
A VR game console that you actually feel the pain.
Nah, pass.
Like not like feel the pain, but it's just like, eh.
You know what that's going to turn into? You know what that's going to turn into?
I know.
You can't have
I know.
any video games that simulate any feeling because it's just going to turn into something gross.
I mean, it's going to be there inevitably, man. Porn is advanced technology more than people want to admit.
Yeah, it has. It's like the only reason that we have Blu-ray.
It's the only reason why.
We have Blu-ray.
It's the reason why we have online credit like purchases.
Oh yeah, secure credit card payments. Yeah, that came from porn.
Thanks, Pornhub. You're doing innovative things.
It wasn't Pornhub. But...
I know. Shut up. But they're doing stuff now.
Wait, you pay for Pornhub?
No. Anyways, it's time. Let us know what you guys think about inventions you want to see or inventions that you're like, yeah, that's fucking dope.
I have to talk to you about something later, G.
Wait, what?
Moving on.
No, what?
Moving on.
Dude, tell me.
Final round.
All right, final subject for this wonderful podcast. Thank you guys again for listening.
I wasn't ready.
We hopefully by this time we'll actually be in our new studio. So that's exciting, baby. Yeah. Hopefully we'll have it around and
don't we have our first guest planned for the new studio?
I believe so.
I believe so. So stay tuned for that because I forgot who it was.
And
I have
also,
to look at the schedule.
Hopefully by this time the Avs have won the Stanley Cup as well. Shout out to the Avs.
Oh, now you fucked it.
You guys will find out.
It's game 3 tonight. You fucked it.
It's happening right now as we're speaking. All right. Last subject is best TV show intros.
Well, the only ones that I really remember are from being a kid.
Yeah, let's start with that.
So, I'm going to go with the OG best intro of all time.
The Simpsons.
No, I mean, yeah, but no, that's not the best one. The best one. I want to be the very best. The best that ever was. If you didn't know, that was Pokemon. Pokemon fucking slaps.
I never watched Pokemon, but I knew the intros just said that. Like you have to. That one,
cartoon intros, dude.
Oh,
fucking
yeah. The
X-Men.
90s. Yes.
Oh my god.
That's what I'm saying. Yo, the 90s had the best fucking intros. Go for it. Go for it. I know you want to do it. I love that they brought that back in Doctor Strange. That's probably
That's Morgan's walk-up song right now.
That's sick. I love it.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's those. The Simpsons obviously is a really good one.
Danny Elfman, he scored the new Doctor Strange movie. Fun fact.
Oh, I hate it now. It's the worst. Scooby Doo.
Yeah, Scooby Dooby Doo. I had to think like deep, like the OG Scooby Doo. Yeah. Well, you don't remember the words?
No, I'm just beeping, you know.
Oh yeah, it's off melody, not words, so that's fine. Okay, they're definitely not going to copyright that because that was fucking gross.
You're welcome.
But yeah, Scooby Doo was 6. The Jetsons, the Flintstones.
The Flintstones was sick.
Oh my god! See, all these are old cartoons from like Boomerang.
Dude. Yeah. Family Matters.
Family Guy.
Family Guy is always a good one as well.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
The one most recently that you're gonna be like whatever is gonna be Game of Thrones. That intro slaps.
Yeah, it was whatever.
Oh, so good. Every time you heard it, you're just like, oh, it's gonna start, and then you got disappointed.
That sounded like Pirates
7.
of the Caribbean.
Kind of.
That's okay. Dude, I remember like the Westworld intro slapping for season 1, but I don't remember. I haven't finished or even started season 2.
Yeah, that's the guy who does the same. He does the same intro for Game of Thrones, but I like his score better in Westworld, honestly.
I hate Westworld now.
Twilight Zone, yeah. And I like we're slowly just going off of music and not the actual like intro.
Well, yeah, that's the whole point, right?
No, I was talking like the whole thing.
Oh yeah, I don't know about that. I guess like going back to The Simpsons, if we're skipping the music, but like the whole running gag of like Bart writing something on the chalkboard and people like pause it to read what it says. Well, I guess they can now.
Yeah.
Or like how they get on the couch or whatever, the whole couch gag thing too.
Oh, dude, Bob's Burgers actually is a really dope intro.
Yeah, I don't watch that.
It's such a good show. Yeah.
See, the problem is now that
So
I don't
many
watch
shows.
things on TV, so I watch them on Netflix or various streaming, and I always click the little skip intro.
Yeah.
Like for example, like I watched the like first Obi-Wan intro, and I was like, oh, this is cool. But every episode after that, I'm like, nah, I'm good.
That's true.
Yeah.
I agree with that too.
I
Friends?
always watch it once.
Friends. I've never seen Friends, but I know
Yeah.
I know the song.
Yeah, I just remember them getting wet in a fountain the whole time.
Yeah, that's it. That's vaguely what I remember.
Yeah.
See, like Seinfeld doesn't really have one. I know I talk about Seinfeld a lot. Like it has
Oh,
one,
so
but it's just like a score that goes like in between him doing a stand-up bit.
Yeah, so yeah, it's basically the intro to Seinfeld. I think the intro to Seinfeld was kind of cool because he would be doing a stand-up bit that's relatively tied into the
Yeah.
entire episode.
And it's just like
Bang, doom, bing, bing,
Yeah, it's
bing,
like
bing,
a-
bing.
it's like a MIDI slap. It's not even an actual slap.
Yeah, it's not.
is it?
It's like keyboard slap. Yeah, it's keyboard slap.
It was one that I said I was gonna say here. The Muppet Show. I never watched the Muppet Show, but I hear that's like it's a slapper.
You know, you don't have to read every one that you're looking up on
No,
this
I'm not.
list.
I'm definitely skipping it
But if you didn't watch the Muppet Show, why'd you read it?
because I know like Ben and Kim like love it, and they're like, I love the intro of the Muppet Show. Actually, it was also on Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Oh yeah,
He's like singing it, and he starts crying.
yeah, it's
Good
pretty
one.
good.
Oh man, Breaking Bad. I don't know why I've always liked that one too.
Yeah, Breaking Bad was cool. That like had like the periodic table and everything that was like kind of sick.
Yeah, dude.
That was kind of
Talk
fun.
about graphics or something like that. What else is there? There's a lot of shows out there that we have not talked about.
Yeah,
DuckTales. Oh my god, yes.
like going back to old cartoons.
DuckTales
Dude.
slaps. Yeah, because I mean, all this other shit. House. I don't remember House's intro.
Dude, yeah, House's intro was like doo doo
Oh yeah, dudes.
doo doo doo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It had like CGI like brains and hearts and shit, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah. Scrubs.
Oh, Scrubs was sick. Scrubs was a good intro.
Just nice, clean, and simple. Yeah. I can't. And that also, whoever was in charge of music for Scrubs, like, good for you.
Yeah, good for you, man.
You're
I hope
doing
you got a
pretty-
new show and been promoted, or made up $1 jillion.
Oh, dude, Fresh Prince. How did I forget about Fresh Prince?
Oh yeah,
Dun,
yeah.
dun, 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 dun.
Oh, this monster's getting me all
So
burpy.
this is story all about how I slapped Chris Rock at the Oscars.
That's not funny anymore.
I know.
Like it's not funny now,
SpongeBob.
and it's definitely not going to be funny when this episode airs.
SpongeBob. Who lives in
Oh,
a
the
pineapple?
fucking the pirate singing thing. Sorry, like
that never comes out in any episode, like
Yeah,
outside of the
so-
intro.
So I guess fun story about SpongeBob. I never watched it because it came out when I was in like 7th grade, and I was at that age where cartoons weren't cool anymore. So I missed SpongeBob when there were a shit ton of people same age as me that were super into SpongeBob. So like that's where I diverged from
We're
a lot of
definitely
those
gonna
things.
go like the rest probably cartoons because like Arthur, Ziggy Marley's track in the back.
Yeah, I don't remember Arthur.
And I said, hey,
Oh yeah,
what a wonderful time
to
today.
Yeah.
Look at
Arthur,
Ziggy.
Arthur got canceled.
No, he's done.
Yeah.
He's like not like he didn't get canceled. He just the series ended.
Yeah, because he got canceled.
He's just like
I don't know if it was choice. I'm pretty sure they got canceled.
you know what's funny? Like I love The Office. I never was a big fan of their intro.
I hate
Like,
The
it's
Office,
that-
and I'm
I
not
know
a
you
big fan
do.
of their intro.
Parks and Rec was pretty good too, but
Hate
and the
Parks
intro
and
is
Rec's
kind of
not a good fan of the intro. You know, it had a I'm trying to remember the intro for Community, because like it had the little paper thing.
Oh yeah.
You remember?
No,
Oh,
I never watched Community.
what? We talked about Community like 40 episodes ago.
I've watched like maybe one or two, but I've never actually seen it. Like The Walking Dead. I'm trying
Bro,
to. I don't
you
remember
told
it,
me
so-
to watch Community.
Yeah,
The fuck are you talking about?
I never really watched it though.
Wow. So you're like, hey man, season 1 of Community slaps. You should watch it, and you never actually watched season
Never
1.
said that. I said Community seems like it's pretty fun.
No, you said, hey man,
Well, you're welcome.
season 1 of Community is really
The Brady
good. I
Bunch,
think you'll like it.
That's past our time. Brady Bunch, Big Bang Theory.
Oh yeah, I remember
meh.
the Brady Bunch vaguely off of like all the Boomerang
Oh,
stuff.
dude, Married with the Children.
Oh yeah.
That just like
Oh fuck.
that is time. He can't talk anymore. He can't talk.
The
He can't
Addams Family,
talk.
bro.
God damn it! You're not supposed to talk.
The Addams Family, bro.
Ba-da-dun. Da-da-dun.
See how my leg is thicker, so it has a nice base to it.
The Sopranos. Never
No,
watched
you
The
can't talk.
Sopranos.
Psh, 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 you're done. You're done.
Oh yeah, Malcolm in the Middle.
Oh yeah,
yes.
that's pretty good.
Yes, no, maybe.
You can't talk. We're done. You can't talk.
I
We're done.
don't know.
Thank you guys
Can
for tuning
you
in.
repeat
That's gonna
the
be this week's
question?
episode
You're
of
not
Best
the
of
boss
5.
me now.
Please rate us on any
Chris, not the
podcast services that you're listening to. I'm trying to talk louder so I can hear myself. And as always, if you're watching on YouTube, please like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to tickle that bell. We'll see you guys on Friday for PGD Extras.
Bye.
Thanks, guys.